You see, when I booked this holiday here to again, when I booked this holiday here to Mallorca, I'm in Mallorca, Palma. I'll just say Palma, 'cause I remember Palma. See, when I booked this holiday to Palma, I did it last week under extreme pressure in the sense I was busy. Do you know what I mean? It was my birthday. I was doing stuff with the apprentice lot in Leeds, and I knew that I wanted to fly out on this particular date because it's the cheapest flights from what people were telling me. And in doing so, like, I'm even embarrassed to even say this L, but I took a massive L in booking this holiday. You know, I wanted to hire a car, so as soon as I land into the airport, I was going to hire specifically an Alfa Romeo. I thought to myself, you know, I want to take out Alfa Romeo, so I booked it and everything. And when I went to go and get this Alfa Romeo, I'm not even going to say why, but I couldn't take out the car. Like, it's embarrassing. But it wasn't me. There's a lot of other Brits on the plane as well who also have issues getting out cars. I don't know if they did, but for me, I was unable to get Alfa Romeo out, and I started off my holiday on an absolute negative. Like, I was so peed off. Because for me, the reason when I book a holiday, I want holidays to go perfectly, because you don't have them very often. So when you have a holiday, you want your holiday to go absolutely smooth. You don't want to have any issues because you don't know when you're going to have the next one again. So I was so peed off not being able to take out this Alfa Romeo or even take out a car, period. You know, I wanted to drive around the island, see things, etc. And because I was unable to do that, I had to pay for a taxi, was a lot more. And so I was just really, really peed off. And it reminded me that I've had holidays in the past to some beautiful places around the world and just not enjoyed them. You know, if I said to people some of the places where I've been and I told people I was actually miserable there, they'd be like, huh? You was in XX of a country and you're miserable? How is that? And so in fact, even a few hours of me being peed off here on my first night in Mallorca, I spoke to a friend back in England because I needed them to do something for me, and it really made me realize that being happy is not specifically determined on the destination. Like, it doesn't matter where you are. For me, just flying out to Mallorca doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to be less stressed, I'm going to be happy. Absolutely not, because if I didn't correct that thinking, I would still be depressed and angry now. However, what I realized is that happiness is not determined by the destination. Happiness is determined by your choice. Now, I could have chose from day one for the rest of my holiday to be pissed off because I never took out an Alfa Romeo because I never got a car. However, the next morning when I woke up, I met some great people, and I even did this. I took out a helmet. No, I didn't take out a helmet. I took out a bike. So I've been nipping around this island here in Mallorca on my moped, having a lot of fun. And last night, I ended up in Magaluf. Like, I had a flipping night out in Magaluf spontaneously because I had a bike and because I was able to nip around. Now, if I had Alfa Romeo, I don't think it would have been as fun. I don't think I would have enjoyed it as much, because for me, I don't have a bike back in England, but I've been having a lot of fun riding this bike. So it made me realize that I can't allow my happiness to be determined by the location, because no matter where you are, you can feel angry, you know, and that's why it's the opposite too. No matter where you are, you can feel satisfied or not necessarily happy. For example, I know people in prison who aren't necessarily angry. People say, oh my God, you're doing life, or you're doing X number of years. How are you not angry? Because they're choosing to not let their situation determine how they feel. They're choosing not necessarily to be happy in prison, but they're choosing to at least not be angry. So that's the same thing with us on the outside world. No matter where you are destination-wise, you can't allow that to determine your happiness. You have to choose to be happy within yourself no matter where you are. So for me, I took out my helmet. Well, I didn't take out the helmet. I got the bike. The bike's down there somewhere. And yeah, I'm going to continue nipping around. So even though I started off my holiday on a negative because I wasn't able to take out the Alfa Romeo, even though I started off on a negative because I didn't have a car, period, I chose to be, you know what, I'm going to choose to be happy now. I had faith that the stars will align in my favor, and yeah, I'm having the best of the time right now. So more of this video is that happiness is not determined by your destination. Happiness is determined by your choice.